Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We are talking about Scentsy yet again. If you're not aware, I was in Scentsy, the MLM, multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, whatever you want to call it, for about 3 to 4 years. After I left Scentsy, I realized that there was not a lot of Scentsy anti-mlm content, so it's something that I like to just create on the regular. I like to react to it. I like to deep dive it, so you can typically expect to see that from me on my channel, at least for right now. Especially because I recently came across a ton of Scentsy trainings that I have been slowly reacting to, and it seems that you all really tend to like it too, so it's a win-win for all of us. Okay, but with all of that said, if you're not familiar with Scentsy, I do have a full deep dive that I have linked in the description if you want to go and check that out afterwards. It is a longer video, it's about an hour long. So just know that when you're getting into it, but the TLDR of it is Scentsy is an MLM, multi-level marketing company, and they sell scented products. They have been around since the early 2000s, and that's pretty much all you really need to know about it for this video. The main fact is that it's an MLM, or multi-level marketing company. So in this video, we're reacting to a recruitment training from a top leader in Scentsy. This is somebody who I know of. I don't think I ever met her, but I know of her. She was in Scentsy when I was in. She also made a pretty bold statement. I will go ahead and roll that clip here.
What I can't take anymore, okay? Our world is crazy. Our world is bananas. Our world is nuts. And I can't take any more people saying like, woe is me, or like, this is happening to me. You know, we cannot control what happens to us. We can't control what happens around us. We can't control what other people do. You know what we can control? We can control a couple things. We can control our own actions and reactions, okay? And we can also control, I think people don't understand this, but we can also control what we allow in our life. So you might think this is harsh, but if you are broke, it's because you're allowing that to happen in your life. And if you are rich, it's because you are allowing that to happen in your life. Being broke and being rich are both choices, friends, and we can control what we allow to happen in our life and what we allow to speak into our life or be in our life, and that does include your financial situation too, okay? No one is coming to rescue you. You're not going to win the lottery. Your life isn't going to fall into place one day. Things aren't going to just magically work out. No one is coming to save you. You are your own rescue. You are the only one who can change the game. You are the only one who can decide what you allow in your life or not. You, and you alone, it's up to you. So if you're broke, it's up to you to fix it. No one's going to do that for you. You're not going to find a sugar daddy. You're not going to find a sugar mama. You're not going to win the lottery. Change the game. Change your choices. Change your mind. Change what you decide you deserve. Change what you decide that you'll allow. Change what you decide you're worth. I can't take it anymore when I see people live a life of struggle, but whether you think so or not, that's by choice. Because living a life of freedom and living a life of not struggling is also by choice and is a result of intentional hard work and serious action. And I don't really want to have people in my life that have that kind of mindset of like, oh, I'll never have that. Oh, that's not for me. Oh, I can't get that. Yeah, you can. So stop selling yourself short. If you're not having that, it's because you're choosing that. If you're not having that, it's because that's what you're settling for. And frankly, my mind, my heart, my brain, my family's future is too valuable for me to allow someone like that or that kind of mindset to be in my circle. My future, my family's future, the generations to come after me, and their mindset is way too valuable for me to risk it by being surrounded by people who have that kind of mindset. So if you have people like that in your circle, guys, it's time to change your circle. It's time to change your circle. And sometimes you have family members that are like that. Sometimes it's a spouse. Being broke is a choice. Being rich is a choice. It's all about what you will allow yourself to have. And I found that through Scentsy, I have the opportunity to help others change their lives. And by doing that, my life in turn changes. Which is amazing, because there's no other thing you could do in this world that would be like that. Nothing. Everything else that you ever do in this world is about you, get to the top, take you, to go alone. Like, it's all about this rat race and like who can eat who. I mean, seriously, that's what everything is like. So the fact that I've found Scentsy and have the opportunity to help other people change their life, and I can take other people to the top with me, and I can help people build businesses and do things bigger and greater than I ever could, and then my life in turn just happens to find success, is really, really beautiful, and I found home. But what Scentsy did is Scentsy taught me that there's another option, okay? I need you to hear me, and I need you to understand that when you don't have the ability to say yes if you want to, that's life in prison. That's a self-inflicted prison. That is a prison that you have created and allowed for yourself. That's not freedom. Working for someone else is not freedom. Having someone else sign your check is not freedom. And I'm not telling you that you have to be self-employed, and I'm not telling you that you have to start a Scentsy business, even though you should, and you should let me help you, because I will teach you everything I know. If you really want to learn, I will teach you everything I know, because I'm not afraid of sharing anything with you, because there are no secrets to success. I will teach you what I know, and I'm not afraid of sharing things with you, because statistically, everyone that I share things with, not everyone's going to do the things that they need to do to be successful anyway, and I know that from experience, because people quit. People give up. People are afraid of hard work. I'm not afraid to share with you how I've built my business and how I've gotten to where I've gotten. I'm not afraid to share that with you. I'm not afraid of competition. I'm not afraid of everyone swooping in, taking my, there's plenty of room at the top for all of us. You don't have to settle for what you've been settling for. You don't have to accept all the things that you've been accepting and allowing in your life. There is another way. There is a different option. Join me. Let me help you. Let me teach you what I know. I am here to serve. I am here to show people how to be successful in their own right, whatever that is. Because guys, I can't take it anymore. Working for someone else is not freedom. Having someone else sign your paycheck is not freedom. Being in debt is not freedom. As long as you have debt, you will be a slave. You will be a slave.
And if you want to see that whole thing be dissected and see it in its entirety, my fellow anti-mlm creator, Monica Hayworth, has a whole video on it, and I will make sure to link that in the description as well. But now that we know who we're dealing with, let's go ahead and see what she has to say in this training. Quick extra disclaimer. I do not block out anything in my videos. I don't block out names. I don't block out faces, with the exception of children. This does not mean I am inciting hate toward any of these individuals. This is not about the individuals that I talk about on my channel. This is specifically about their behavior. So please do not hunt these individuals down and leave them nasty comments or anything like that. Thank you. And with all of that, let's get into this video.
Okay, it's Tuesday night, it's Rockstar Rally Night. I'm Jennifer Anderson, Superstar Director of Radiant Rockstars, and it's my favorite night of the week. We get to spend it with all of you. Tonight we're talking about recruiting, which is the #1 most requested topic every time I ask anyone what they want to talk about. So let's dive right in. And I'm just going to tell you guys right off the bat, you have serious hangups with recruiting, okay? Serious hangups with recruiting, and I get it. I get it because I used to too. And honestly, when I first joined Scentsy, I did not want to build a team, and I didn't want to recruit, or I didn't want to be that direct sales person who recruited people. That was like a huge fear of mine, right? Recruiting was a huge fear. And if you want to call it recruiting, you can call it sponsoring, you can call it whatever you want. I don't really care. I'm not afraid to call it recruiting. A lot of people are, so they want to call it something softer like sponsoring. That's fine. But I'm totally okay with calling it recruiting. I'm going to turn my little light on here. Oh, that helps. So I am, I want to tell you that I've been there if you're afraid of it, or if you have hangups over it, or if you're like, I just don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to get over this, or I just can't seem to build my team. No matter what, I want you to know that I've been there, okay? If you're like, I don't really know if I want to build a team, I've been there too. I didn't know that I wanted to build a team until I started to actually build a team, and then saw the possibilities and saw what could happen when you build a team. And you guys, we haven't officially celebrated yet, but Radiant Rockstars is over 3,000 consultants strong from someone who didn't want to build a team. And here we are.
Because that's the only way to make money.
So it's so freaking cool and so amazing. And it's such an incredible milestone. And I just want you to know that that same opportunity is available to each and every one of you. There's no reason that you can't have a group of 3,000 someday as well. Okay. So if you watched my video from last week, which was basically just my best business tips, I think that was last week, all the business tips, where I talked about, having your mindset and setting your mind right, and getting your mind right first thing in the morning, and conquering your day in that way. I want to let you know that recruiting is also a mindset. Okay. And that's really kind of where we have to start. And just like you hear me talk about everything else in your business, every battle you ever face is won or lost where? In your mind. Okay. Every battle you ever face is won or lost in your mind. I have said that for years. I will say it over and over and over again. I firmly believe that to be true. And even in this recruiting game, this sponsoring game, you will win or lose this battle in your mind.
It's your mind that's causing you not to recruit. So just push it out of your mind and you'll be able to recruit and make millions.
So if you're sitting here telling yourself like, I can't recruit, or I just can't get anyone to join my team, or I'm just like stuck, or you guys, I'm just telling you right now, that's what's going to be your reality for as long as you keep telling yourself that. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It's your most powerful tool. So if you're saying I'm stuck or this is hard, I just want you to know that reality is not going to change for you. And that may not even be your reality. It may just be your mindset. But that won't change until you change your mind. You have to win that battle in your mind. You have to decide that you are a great recruiter and that you're not afraid of recruiting, that you are a great sponsor, that you have what it takes, that you deserve to have a team. You have to teach your mind all of these things because your mind wants to believe that you're stuck and you can't do this and this is hard.
That's a very generalized statement. There are many people that are not good at recruiting. And when you're told you never have to recruit, you don't have to worry about recruiting, you can make money in this business without recruiting, please know that's a line of bullshit that they feed you. You have to recruit to make money. Just put it in your mind that you're a good recruiter. No, that's not how it works. You actually have to be good at recruiting. And like I said, not many people are.
That's what your mind wants to believe. Because honestly, guys, that's the path of least resistance. That's the path of a fixed mindset. The path of a growth mindset where we learn from our struggles and learn in opportunities, that's not the path of least resistance. That's the hard path. A growth mindset takes work. It takes self-examination. It takes admitting where you have pitfalls or even sometimes admitting things you're great at, and that can be hard for some people. If you struggle with feeling worthy of success or worthy of having a team or worthy of doing anything great, it can even be hard to admit, hey, I'm a great sponsor. I'm a great recruiter. I'm good at this. That can be really difficult to admit. So just like every battle you ever face in your life and in your business, it's won or lost in your mind, and that's really where you need to begin. So cut the crap right now, okay? And stop talking about yourself negatively. Stop talking about recruiting negatively. Stop referring to it as something that you can't do, or that's hard, or that's out of your depth, or something that you weren't born to do, or something you're not gifted in, because none of those things are true, and they're all lies. So you're going to break that cycle right now, because nothing changes if nothing changes. You hear me? Nothing changes if nothing changes, and you have to start with the change in your mind. I need you to also know this, that it's a long journey, okay?
I'm calling you here to this training today to let you know that it's a long journey. That's all. What the emptiness of these f***ing trainings that MLM consultants put on is wild to me. So I'm thinking back to when I was working in an office. When I was working a 9 to 5 as a certified medical assistant, we would have meetings. And if my boss brought me in a break room and talked to me about a meeting or a training or whatever it was and said, you just have to change your mindset and it's a long journey, I don't know what I would say to said boss, because what the I think I would be speechless. I would look at my coworkers like, what the just happened? Is she on acid? What is happening? What world is this a business? This isn't a business. What the is happening?
Recruiting is really about relationships. And if there's anything that probably all of you know about relationships, it's that relationships are not built overnight. Relationships are long journeys. They're learning, they're giving and taking, and it's seeing people and knowing people over time and watching them struggle and rejoice and grow through all of those things.
Building a business and owning a business is not about relationships. It's about sales. And not every time do you need to build these big, extravagant relationships to get sales. That's not how businesses work.
Together, I mean, it's about building relationships. So just like building relationships, recruiting is a long journey. It's a long haul game. And it's something that you're going to continue to do for the rest of your Scentsy career. Because no matter where you're at in this business, you have to keep bringing new people in. Because if you have a team at all, you know that people fall off all the time.
You constantly have to be recruiting if you want to be here long term. I mean, I'm not sure how Scentsy has gotten away as the safe MLM for so long, but as of late, their consultants more and more are coming out and saying you can't succeed in this business without recruiting.
or people lose interest, or people have life-changing circumstances and they stop focusing on their business, or people who were once rocking it in their business just aren't anymore because something happened in their life, or they just chose not to, or they gave into excuses, or their mindset wasn't right and they decided that they couldn't do this anymore. Right? By the way, just so you know, sometimes you have that flip side where someone comes in and doesn't do a dang thing and you think like, gosh, these people aren't going to do anything on my team, and then they blow your mind some point later on down the road. So just let that be a lesson to never, ever, ever, ever give up on anyone, ever. Okay? It's a long haul journey, okay? You must have a recruiting mindset. Just like we talked about last week about having those Scentsy goggles on, where you're kind of looking at every person you meet through your Scentsy goggles and through your Scentsy lenses. That's what you're doing when you're recruiting. It's about a lifestyle of recruiting. It's not just something you do. It's kind of who you are. It's sharing this opportunity with people. But recruiting, it's not about join my team. Recruiting is not about join my team. Recruiting is not about building my team number. It's about growing this here, growing that. Recruiting is about who needs this.
Nobody, not a singular soul, needs an MLM. Nobody.
Recruiting is about who wants this? Who loves Scentsy so much and just wants to do this because they want to see all this stuff first and they want to get a good discount? Recruiting is about who would be great at this. Who would be great at this? And let me tell you, sometimes people will shock you, the people that you think wouldn't be great at this, or the introverts, or the people that don't ever leave their house, or the people that don't like people, right? Sometimes those people find great success in Scentsy. But I know when I said who would be great at this, a couple people popped up in your mind. You had a few people that you thought of. Who would be great at this? People who are successful already in business, people who are go-getters, people who are outgoing, people who want to learn and want to grow, people who want a goal set in their life, people who want to do big things. But the first question I asked is, who needs this? Who needs this? You guys, we have something incredibly beautiful and magical and wonderful here. And the way that I look at it is that by me not sharing this opportunity with someone, I'm almost robbing them of great potential joy, of potential great success, of community. I'm robbing them of personal growth. I'm robbing them of financial freedom. I'm robbing them of opportunity. And you know what? It's not fair for me to have this beautiful, magical, wonderful secret and not offer it to everyone around me and not share it with everyone around me.
Are you kidding me? Do they really think that they're robbing people of personal growth, of financial stability, of a community by not offering an MLM opportunity? You're doing them a favor by not offering them an MLM opportunity. Please stop the madness.
Recruiting is about who needs this, who wants this, who would be great at this. Everyone, you guys have maybe heard me say this before, maybe not, but everyone has a problem and Scentsy is their solution. What I mean by that is, I don't mean like everyone has a problem. What I mean is Scentsy is the solution for so many different problems in people's lives, okay? Maybe someone needs community. Do we have community? Yeah, we have it even virtually and not even being able to be together. We have an incredible community.
You have community that will drop you like a hot potato when you leave Scentsy. I'll just tell you that.
Maybe someone needs extra money. Do we have extra money?
No, not likely.
We have the opportunity to earn extra money through our Scentsy businesses? Yeah, big time. Maybe someone needs personal growth. Do we do that here?
You can do that at the library by checking out books. Personal growth books, those are super helpful. Just be careful who the author is.
Do we stretch ourselves? Do we teach ourselves that we can do things we didn't think we could do? Do we encourage each other? Do we change our mindset? Do we look at the bright side of life? That's all personal growth stuff. Maybe someone needs that. Maybe someone needs encouragement. Do we do that here? Yeah. Everyone has a problem, and Scentsy is their solution. That's what I mean.
Do you think that Jeff Bezos started Amazon and thought to himself, wow, I really need to start this business so that I can have personal growth and community? No, he wanted to make money.
your job is as a recruiter is to find their problem. Find out what their problem is, and then show them how Scentsy is their solution. As a great recruiter, it's your job to find their need and then show them how Scentsy fills that need, or Scentsy can solve that need. People need those solutions, you guys. People need those solutions. And recruiting, when we look at recruiting and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so hard, this is a tough part of this business, I can't do it. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. That makes it all about me, all about us. Recruiting should instead be about, what do these people need? How can I help? How can I offer solutions to these people's legitimate needs?
That's actually not what you're doing, though. There's an ulterior motive here. Scentsy consultants at the top tend to think that this MLM, this opportunity, is going to completely change your life. It's going to turn it around. You're going to be financially free. You're going to have a huge community, blah, 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 blah. But they leave out the fact that you have sales quotas you have to meet. You have to recruit if you want to make it past the first 2 ranks and make more money. You might have a community that's love bombing you and showing you so much interest in your life. But once you leave Scentsy, because it's likely you will since you started when it's completely saturated, your community will also stay away from you. They will not check in on you. They won't continue to chat with you because you no longer have to talk about Scentsy. All of these things are bullshit, in my opinion, because like I said, and like the FTC says, over 99% of people in MLMs lose money. So recruiting them into an MLM when they are in a vulnerable place, when they need help, is not beneficial for anybody else but yourself. She's picking up on the fact that it's all me, but she's still making it about her without saying it's about her. It's still about her. She's recruiting. She's finding a problem that they have that she can solve with Scentsy, and that's her ticket in. That's not actually the help that anybody in the entire universe needs, ever.
Think about the needs in your own life that you have or had that have been fulfilled via your Scentsy business. Think about the needs in your own life. All of us have them. We've all, whether you've been a consultant for 1 week, 1 month, a year, 5 years, you've all had some sort of need that's been fulfilled with the Scentsy business. Maybe it's even just, I buy this stuff so much, I need to get a discount on it. I need to make commission back on it. Guys, that's a legitimate need. People need that need. People need that solution. People need the solutions. All that you need is the confidence to have a conversation with them. All that you need is the confidence to talk to them about the solution to their problem. That's all that you need. All you need is to start. All you need is to try. All you need is to change your mindset and get over the dang hang up of recruiting. Because if you can sell Scentsy, then you can recruit. They're really the same thing. Because how many of you would say that you don't sell Scentsy, you just share it? How many of you would say that?
Oh, barf. I'm pausing a lot. I'm so sorry. Selling Scentsy is not the same as recruiting. You're entering somebody into a 1099 contractual agreement. That's not the same as purchasing Scentsy products. Totally different. And let's touch on the fact that we're still talking about sharing Scentsy. I don't sell, I share. No, you literally sell. Like, people have to give you their hard-earned money to purchase products. That is selling. Sharing works like this. I'm not sure if anybody in the MLM world who uses this term learned this in preschool, but sharing is, I have this phone that I'm not using. You can have it. I don't need it anymore. That is sharing. Or, oh, do you need a pen? I have an extra one that you can use for, I don't know, this class. That is sharing. There was no exchange of money. When there is an exchange of money for product, that is selling.
Lots of you. You're like, I'm not really a salesperson, but I just like to share this stuff. You guys, that's exactly what sponsoring is. That's exactly what recruiting is. It's sharing the opportunity. Now, is there a right way to do it and a wrong way? Absolutely. Let's talk about the wrong way. The wrong way is join my team for $99. Nobody gives a flip. Okay? That's not compelling to anyone. You're not showing anyone how Scentsy meets their needs. That's very inward focused. Okay? It looks like it's all about you. That's a wrong way to do it. The right way to do it is to find the need, and it's different for each individual person, and the only way you find that is through relationship. Find the need and offer the solution. What you have to do is tailor your presentation of the Scentsy business opportunity to their specific need. Okay? So if
manipulate them in the Scentsy business opportunity so that they think it is the answer to their prayers in a moment of vulnerability.
If someone needs community, you don't talk about financial freedom, you don't talk about extra money. If someone needs extra money, you don't talk about community because that's too mushy-gushy and they just need hard facts. How much can I make? Does that make sense? You have to make sure, you have to know your audience, and the only way to know your audience is to build relationships with people. The foundation of all recruiting is authentically connecting. The foundation of all recruiting, I'm going to say that again. The foundation of all recruiting is authentically connecting. Authentically connecting with people. Not connecting with people to say, hey, join my team, but authentically connecting with people, getting to know them, finding out their needs, finding out what makes them tick, finding out how their lives work. The only way to find out how Scentsy can be a solution is through authentic connection and relationship with those people. And you can authentically connect with people in Facebook groups. We're doing it virtually all over the world right now. We've been doing it for months. So if you're like, COVID, the world is hard, I can't leave, I'm not seeing people. Guys, we all have the solutions to do it virtually. We've been doing it for months. All of us, everyone all over the world. So it's not weird for you to authentically connect with someone virtually. There's nothing weird about it. It's not a hurdle you have to overcome anymore because this is our new reality for the moment. And for maybe who knows how long, right? So get comfortable with it. If it's uncomfortable for you, get comfortable with it. Because this is how you're going to connect with people virtually. You can do it through Facebook groups. Okay, start to join groups of things that interest you. I'm a member of groups of people who have pit bulls. I'm a member of a group for new moms. I'm a member of a group for, you ready for this? Ina Garten fans. Some of you are like, who the heck is Ina Garten? Ina Garten is the Barefoot Contessa. And you're like, who's the Barefoot Contessa? She's a chef. Okay, I'm a member of a group of Ina Garten fans because that legitimately interests me. I'm like a legit Barefoot Contessa groupie, okay? I want to be her. But seriously, it's about authentically connecting. Join groups of things that actually interest you. I'm about to go find myself a group of Christmas decorations. Some of you need to go find groups of Ray Dunn collectors. You crazies? You guys are crazy. Some of you need to go find groups of sweet tea lovers. Okay? Or Spider-Man fans. I don't care what your jam is. Go find groups of things that really, really like hit you deep in that and that are your jam, and go authentically connect with people. That's how you're going to build relationships in COVID. That's how you're going to build relationships virtually. That's how you're going to build relationships that will eventually turn into business contacts for you.
The encouragement of joining groups to make connections for MLMs is so frustrating. There are, like she said, specific groups for literally anything on Facebook. If you like to play cards, there's probably a million groups for that. There's groups for everything. But the people in those groups that started those groups, that joined those groups in the beginning, we're not in there for your ulterior motive of, I like this thing too, and I sell Scentsy, so I'm going to go build relationships with these people who like these things and then offer them the Scentsy business opportunity or sell them, share the Scentsy with them. That is not about them. That is so clearly about the person that is in the MLM going into these groups and doing this. You have an ulterior motive when you're doing this. So it's not about them. You have an ulterior motive to share your Scentsy business, which also means sell, but you're just saying share to make yourself feel better about it. And it's gross. Stop the madness.
Because the foundation of all recruiting and all sponsoring is authentically connecting. And the only way for you to authentically connect would be to join groups that are authentic to you. So if you are just like, who's Ina Garten and who's the Barefoot Contessa, don't come join my group. You don't know. You ain't a real fan. Okay? Join groups that are your thing. Do you love the Boston Red Sox? All God's people said amen.
Of course. Listen, if you like the Red Sox, don't at me. My husband is a Red Sox fan. I am a Yankee fan. It's just how it goes in our house. It's been like that forever.
Yes, you do love the Boston Red Sox? No, you don't. It's fine. I do. Do you love doxies? Do you love fashion? Do you love makeup? What do you love? Ask yourself, what do you love? And then go join those groups and authentically connect. Gilmore Girls, heck yes! You guys, I just got the coolest t-shirt. It has like a picture of Luke's coffee cup on it, and it says, drink like a Gilmore Girl. It's so cute. It's so cute. I paid way too much money for it, but it's so cute. Sushi, I love it. Ray Dunn groups, Christmas decor groups, crochet groups. Yes. NCIS, Grey's Anatomy fans, crafting. Okay, look, all these things. Figure out what your jam is, and then go join some of those groups. But don't roll up in those groups and be like, hey, I'm the Scentsy girl, join my team, or buy some Scentsy, here's my website. They're going to be like, blocked. Build connections authentically. Make friends in there. Send people friend requests after you've connected within the group. Scrapbooking. Halloween groups. Yeah, Laura. Laura says she needs to explore more Facebook. Yeah, there's all the groups. Anything you could ever think about. There's going to be groups for retired nurses, Laura. Go find you a group of retired nurses. I guarantee it's out there. If you like tap dancing, if you like Irish music, there's a group for you. Didn't Facebook make a commercial like there's a group for you commercial? Where they had all these crazy weird things. Like if you're like a donut lover, or you like to like, I don't know, if you like to clean your lint trap in your dryer, I don't know. There's a group for you, man. For real. Jeep groups, Trader Joe's meals for busy moms. See? Golf groups. They're all out there. It's all about building relationships. Find what's your jam and go authentically connect. Build the relationships. Now look, everyone you build a relationship with, are they going to buy Scentsy? Nope. Are they going to host? Are they going to join? Absolutely not. But your life is made better by expanding your relationships. Their life is made better by expanding their relationships. Will some of them buy or host or join? Yes, if you are presenting the business opportunity properly, if you are authentically connecting and not being spammy and not being salesy and weird, absolutely. Absolutely they will. Of course IKEA is in a Jason Momoa group. Of course you are. Keto group, Bon Jovi. Look at all these amazing things. Yes, even someone said the town you live in. You guys, when I moved to Ohio, there was a Westerville, Ohio networking group. There was a Westerville, Ohio yard sale page, right? Like all these different kinds of things. So many different kinds of things. Go find your groups and authentically connect. Make sure it's your jam and authentic to you, because if not, people are going to see right through it. And that's not the goal anyway, right? It's about finding people that you can help. Finding people whose life you can make better through the Scentsy business opportunity. Just like I tell leaders, so all of you directors and above, you've heard me say, make them want your job. What I mean by that is when you are leading your team members, it's important to make them want your job. You shouldn't be always available. You shouldn't be working too much. It shouldn't be super hard. It should be fun and enjoyable. Guys, when you are sponsoring and recruiting and looking for people to join your team, it's the same mentality. Make them want your job. If people are looking at you and they think, oh my gosh, that girl never stops working. Oh my gosh, he's working way too much. Oh my gosh, did you see he had to get up at 2:30 in the morning and he's like so tired, right? If people only see those kinds of things coming from you, are they going to want your job? No. If you're complaining about products being out of stock, are they going to want your job? Nope. What makes people want your job? Having fun, making money, growing personally, free or discounted products, right? All of these things make people want your job, but they don't know unless you share it with them. And you have to share it consistently and constantly, both. Consistently, which means you can't ghost and you can't stop sharing it, and you can't peace out for a month, and you can't take a month. That's not how it works. You have to share it consistently and constantly. Every day.
Make them want your job. Don't make it look like you're working all the time, but share about it constantly and consistently. So every day. So you're working all the time.
Every day in some way, you should be sharing the Scentsy business opportunity. Every single day, you should be sharing with your people on social media how much fun you're having. A lot of you guys on Tuesday nights, you record me talking for a few minutes and post it to your stories, and you're like, hey, I love Tuesday nights, or I love getting together with my rockstar family. You know what you're doing? You're showing potential teamies of the community aspect of what we have. You're showing potential teamies about the personal growth aspect of what we have. That you have a leader who teaches you or trains you or pours into you or mentors you, right? So by you sharing about being on Rockstar Rally together on Tuesday nights, you're hitting two things, community and personal growth. That's a great thing to share. People don't know unless you share. So share with them how much fun you're having. Take a silly boomerang when like you get a box that came in. Oh my gosh, a new box. Oh my gosh, a new scrub, right? Take a silly boomerang, make it fun and exciting. Guys, someone told me this a long time ago, because you might not know this about me, but especially when I first started my business, I had a really hard time having fun. You can ask my husband. When we first got married, he'd be like, will you like have fun? Will you like chill out? Like, will you? I was so like work, business, black and white oriented. And this is a huge way that Scentsy has grown me over the last several years. I learned to stop and have fun, or I learned to like enjoy the moment, or not just be so like business all the time, or not just be so like work, don't take a breath. All work and no play makes Jen a dull girl. Seriously. I might have been a boss, but nobody wants to hang out with me. Right? Have fun. Someone once told me, I think I was probably 3 or 4 years into business, there was actually a whole breakout session at a leadership event that I went to about how people want to do what's fun. In that whole breakout session, I was like, oh, this is really hard for me. I was like, I don't want to do what's fun. I just want to work. I just want to be the boss. I just want to make the money, right? For real, that was my mindset. I was like, I can't have fun because then I'm not making money. Guys, duh, you can do both. But that was like a learning and growing process for me. And I learned that I wasn't being attractive to potential teammates because I wasn't having fun. And even if I was, I didn't know how to communicate it. So I had to learn how to, one, have fun in my business, but then two, communicate it to the world that I was having fun in a way that I felt like was productive. Have fun. People want to do what's fun. Volkswagen, the company Volkswagen, did a whole huge study about people doing what's fun versus what they're told to do. And it's like an amazing, I'll try and find the study and share it with you guys, but it was like an amazing revelation for me of like, wow, I really need to show people how much fun that my business is. Truly.
I guess I'm like so far from a type A personality at this point in my life that I don't understand how someone would think that people would rather have fun than follow the rules. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I know that my kids, myself, we would rather have fun than go to work or pay taxes or go to the doctor. Like, wouldn't you rather have fun?
Are you making money? Make sure you share it with people. They want to see that you're making money, even if it's like you're just getting your nails done, even if it's just like you bought groceries for a special dinner or you filled your gas tank up. Even if it's that, like share that with people. Make sure you use the income disclosure statement, okay, so we don't get in trouble. But
I filled up my tank because of Scentsy. What if people were just like going to work every day and coming home, filling up their tank before they came home? They're taking a selfie and they're like, I'm at the gas station filling up my tank and I was able to fill it all the way up because I go to work every day. Like that, it's a job. Like this is a job.
Share that with people. It's incredibly important. People need to know that you're having fun, making money, growing personally, and that you're getting free or discounted products. Because I always tell my potential recruits this, I'm like, hey, Scentsy lets us double dip. They let us be the consultant and the host. And when I tell people that, they're like, what? Because you guys, a lot of companies don't do that, by the way. A lot of companies don't do that. Scentsy lets us double dip. We can both make the commission on all of the products that we sell and take all the host rewards and get free and half price stuff, which I do that myself every single month. Listen, everything that you share or don't share sends a message. Everything you share or don't share sends a message. So make sure you're sharing how you're having fun, making money, growing personally, getting free and discounted products. And if you don't share those things, your people don't know.
But don't be working all the time, ma'am. I think there's a lot of people who underestimate the amount of work it takes to consistently post on social media. In order for someone to constantly be sharing or consistently be sharing about Scentsy, the fun they're having in Scentsy, the Scentsy money they're making, and their family consistently, because those are the things that Scentsy leaders encourage people to post about. If you're posting about those 4 things once a day individually, that will take up so much time. And they always say, make sure you're doing income producing activities. And those are not income producing. They could lead to being income producing, but you are just putting content out there for people to hopefully see. And with all of those hours taken up on content, you then have to go and follow up with your customers and do all of the things that you're supposed to do in the back office and all of those things. Where are they getting that they're not working a lot? They're always working. They're always talking about Scentsy. It's always work talk, because that's their job. So for that reason, she just totally contradicted herself about not making it look like you work all the time and showing how much fun you're having. Where do you have the time to have the fun when your leader is telling you to do all of these things every day? There is none. There's no time for that.
It's that simple. And you have to share them over and over and over and over and over again, because people miss things all the time, or they're not Scentsy obsessed like we are, so they don't read every word and they don't see how much free product you got and they don't see what your hosts paid. You have to keep sharing it over and over and over and over again and not stopping and not quitting. I promise you that's the only way that people are really going to see it. Everything you share or don't share sends a message. Absolutely everything. So think about that before you post any dang thing. Like Heidi Thompson said in her keynote a few years ago, everything you do matters. Everything you do matters. Whether you think it's inconsequential, whether you think it's no big deal, whether you think it amounts to something or not, everything you do matters. It's a ripple effect. Every single thing you post, everything you think, everything you dream, everything you squash, it all matters. They all compound to big choices or big changes or not big changes. Staying the same. A couple of like practical tips. One of my favorite ways to start a conversation with someone is just saying, have you ever thought about doing what I do? That's one of the easiest, non-confrontational, not offensive ways to start a conversation with someone. But you can't do that with someone you don't know. You can't do that with someone you don't have a relationship with. You can't do that with someone that you just like send a friend request to. It doesn't get you anywhere. If that's not working, don't do that. We're Scentsy. We don't do that. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? I just posted a story like an hour ago saying, have you ever thought about doing what I do with a yes or no poll? You'll be surprised who clicks yes sometimes. In fact, within 5 minutes, I already had 2 people click yes. So what does that do? That opens up the door for me to have conversation or start talking to them.
I'm curious, like, how many people said no? They were just immediately like, no.
Right? Where maybe they were too afraid that no one's going to come out, it's going to be pretty rare that people just come out and say to you, like, hey, I've been thinking about joining your team. That's pretty rare. But when they click yes or they click no, when they click yes, they feel like they're in control of the conversation and you're not approaching them because they gave you the go-ahead. They basically put the key in and turned it and are just waiting for you to open the door. They unlocked the door for you, but they're just waiting for you to open it. Let me tell you this. It's important that you track your contacts, track your conversations, track your samples, because if you don't, and you don't follow up with people, or you don't reach out to people, or you don't see who you did or didn't connect with, I mean, it's just tons of missed opportunity, you guys. I can't say that enough. We've talked about that so much till I'm blue in the face. If you're like, I don't know what to do, guys, we've had so many conversations about systems and tracking your contacts and like conversation trackers. They're all out there. Go find them. I'm not going to say it again. Okay. I love you. Let me tell you this. Stop overcomplicating it. Okay. Stop overcomplicating it. You're complicating it. If you're hung up on recruiting, or you think it's hard, or you think you can't do this, or you feel stuck, you're complicating it. Get back to simplicity. It's all about the basics. There's a reason we say buy, host, join. It's a very, very natural progression with Scentsy. Someone buys Scentsy, they love it so much they want more, we get them to host with us. And you guys, I already gave you the key to unlocking your hosting with the September switch up, by the way. Okay, use the September switch up to host, and now we have the most magical recruiting tool ever, which is the host exclusive starter kit. Join. Boom, buy, host, join. It's literally that simple. If you're like, I can't recruit, get people to host parties. Get them to have free stuff. Offer the September switch up. Get them in the door hosting parties. Buy, host, join. Stop overcomplicating it. I'm gonna leave you with this. The most successful recruiters, they just do the basic IPAs, the income producing activities. They just do the basics and they do them better than anyone else. That's it. There's no magic. There's no secret. There's no something that this recruiter has that you don't have. There's nothing else to it other than doing the basics and doing them better than everyone else, which means you don't miss an opportunity and you always follow up and you do the buy, host, join, very natural progression. That's it. Successful recruiters do the basic things and they do them better. So go be a successful recruiter. You got it?
So there you have it. What we got from that is you have to have a recruiting mindset. The journey is a long haul. Your foundation is going to be getting authentically connected. You have to make people want your job and just stop overcomplicating it. There you have it. And then you'll find success in Scentsy. Thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch, and I will see you in the next one.